Hail Honkler, and welcome, fellow citizens of the Republic of Kyrgyzstan. A number of you have expressed concern, particularly those wearing the Rainbow Clan wig, that things may become very troubled in the future, and things may eventuate IRL, and regardless of what my profile may or may not say, I have been fully off-grid since the middle of 2011. And while I understand that there are many friends in the Republic who are intellectually very bright, I have seen people in the past who are extremely intellectually bright but not very well practically minded. So I've decided, friends, to make a bit of a series on surviving with shelter and warmth and food, and how to make things happen with jack shit worth a bugger all, but still, even if you are unpersoned rather, how you can still exist without a problem, off-grid, with very little need for entering the society that may have been overtaken by the land whale and whatever minority group said land whale is backing this week. So I'm going to cover things such as housing from stone, brick and indeed precast concrete. Very cheap housing, very cheap methods of warmth, and what I know, although it isn't a great ton, on growing stuff organically or without the need for the wider world. And I will reference a number of things that I have experienced IRL while living off-grid for nearly 8 years now. It's intriguing what technologies are now available that mean that living off-grid does not mean living in the Stone Age. In fact, it's actually not that bad, and in many aspects is a standard of living, depending on how you look at it, between 80 and 90% that of living in the broader society that may have been overtaken by the land whale and her friends. So I'll cover what I know, and hopefully it helps some of you out. I am no military expert, but I've seen things and experienced things firsthand to know that all the little manuals and friggin' textbook experts have missed quite a number of things. And what you can realistically expect to do, and also how to break free from what I see as the American mentality of always needing to go to the shop for anything and everything. And when you cut down that need quite dramatically, you don't need to enter a place that may have cameras that could be rigged to, facial recognition like they've got in China, or a number of these other things where you just might need to be a little bit more scarce because land whale and friends have decided that you have participated in wrongthink, or that you have decided that maybe you and your kind shouldn't be turned into a minority in your own society and be forced to pay for it at the same time, financially, to bring yourself down. There are a number of things I would like to point out in the ideology of the land whale and friends of land whale. Number one, they don't have any damn values. It seems to change week to week. If you invent something, they will find it offensive. And it's something that they never found offensive until you invented it. I'm sure those of you currently wearing rainbow-coloured clan wigs will know that. It's also interesting how they have decided that they are best not to procreate. But I can't speak for their friends, but at least the land whales themselves are probably so full of sugar, trans fats and artificial flavourings, suffering a fatty liver and cardiovascular disease that they are probably unlikely to reproduce even if they wanted to. Secondarily comes the biggest failing of all, particularly when the man known as George finally kills over. And I mean, god damn, what is he, 94 now? It's got to happen soon. And the money runs out. Because you see, the ideology of the land whale and friends is that somebody else always has to pay for it. And ultimately, this is something that allows you to time travel back to the 25th of December 1991 in the Soviet Union, when the whole lot fell to bits and they were all left broke. Or maybe to only travel a very short distance back to Venezuela and the Maduro diet, which guarantees that nobody's a land whale. Anyway, I've got a bit of information that I am very knowledgeable on, and other stuff which is very interesting pointers that I know of but haven't researched heavily, such as avoiding those little buzzing things in the sky. You know, those big black ones that have those FLIR cameras on them, and things of that nature, and other little interesting bits and bobs that I've picked up that you may want to further investigate. So anyway, I wish you good steed, citizens of the Republic of Kyrgyzstan and associated friends, and along with a playlist.